Jay-Z and Diddy have much to celebrate this week, as a significant legal case in which they both were co-defendants has been voluntarily dismissed. The case, which had been filed by Tony Busby, a lawyer with multiple lawsuits against Shawn Diddy Combs, has now come to an unexpected conclusion. The lawsuit initially alleged that Jay-Z, Shawn Carter, and Diddy, Sean Combs, were involved in the sexual assault of a 13-year-old girl at an afterparty following the MTV Video Music Awards back in 2000. The case against both rappers was dropped without settlement and dismissed by Jane Doe, the alleged victim, as she voluntarily dismissed her case, with prejudice, meaning the lawsuit cannot be refiled in the future. The lawsuit was first filed in October of the previous year, but Jay-Z was not initially named as a defendant. Diddy, however, was the focal point of the original legal complaint. In December, the lawsuit was amended to include Jay-Z, which added more fuel to the already fiery situation. According to the amended lawsuit, the victim alleged that both Diddy and Jay-Z drugged and assaulted her at the afterparty in 2000. The allegations also mentioned that an unnamed celebrity had allegedly watched the events unfold but did nothing to intervene. The case was widely publicized, drawing significant media attention due to the involvement of two of the most prominent figures in the music industry. This case created a massive media storm, with Jay-Z and Diddy rarely being seen involved in such legal matters. For many, it was shocking to see Jay-Z, a businessman with a highly successful empire, and Diddy, the founder of Bad Boy Records, at the center of such allegations. Both men are highly influential figures in the world of music and entertainment, and the allegations brought against them were serious, to say the least. However, after months of legal wrangling, the lawsuit was ultimately dismissed, and both Jay-Z and Diddy were able to clear their names. As the case moved forward, there was a great deal of back and forth between the lawyers representing both sides. Jay-Z's legal team, led by his attorney Alex Spiro, worked tirelessly to defend the rapper's reputation, asserting that the allegations against him were false and without merit. In fact, Jay-Z's lawyers consistently argued that the lawsuit should never have been brought in the first place. Jay-Z, for his part, was reportedly using his position and platform to fight back, making it clear that he had no intention of settling the case quietly. Instead, he chose to defend his name vigorously, taking a stand against what he described as heinous and false allegations. It is also worth noting that the case took a dramatic turn when Jay-Z allegedly used his Roc Nation platform to defend himself publicly. This raised eyebrows because it appeared as if Jay-Z was using his business account for personal matters, which some felt was inappropriate. Roc Nation, his entertainment company, is home to various clients and talents, and using the company's social media account to respond to legal matters may have made some of his clients uncomfortable. Nonetheless, Jay-Z's legal team continued to stand firm, pushing back against the accusations at every turn. In the legal drama that followed, there was even a moment when the judge reprimanded Jay-Z and his legal team for attempting to expedite the case and use the court system to push the matter through too quickly. The judge, however, made it clear that this was not acceptable, and the case would follow the necessary legal procedures without any shortcuts. This moment highlighted the seriousness with which the court was handling the situation and reminded all parties involved that the legal system is not a tool to be used for personal gain or expediency. On February 14, 2025, Jay-Z's attorneys received news that the case had been voluntarily dismissed with prejudice, meaning that it could not be refiled in the future. This was a monumental moment, as it meant that the allegations against both Jay-Z and Diddy had been entirely dropped, and the case was over. Jay-Z, in response to the dismissal, shared a statement through his social media accounts, claiming victory in the case. He referred to the allegations as frivolous, fictitious, and appalling, and emphasized that they were without merit from the beginning. In his public statement, Jay-Z also highlighted the personal toll the case had taken on him and his family. He mentioned the trauma that his wife, Beyoncé, their children, and his loved ones had experienced throughout this ordeal. Jay-Z also expressed his frustration with the legal system, stating that while victims must be protected, innocent people should not be falsely accused without substantial evidence. He further criticized the legal strategy employed by Tony Busby, the lawyer behind the lawsuits, claiming that Busby's tactics were more focused on the media spotlight than on the truth. Jay-Z's statement concluded with a call for the truth to prevail for all victims of abuse and for those who are falsely accused. The rapper expressed his resolve to continue fighting against baseless claims and made it clear that he would not let this legal battle tarnish his name without a fight. He reiterated that he had never settled or paid any money to the accuser and maintained his innocence throughout the entire ordeal. Diddy's legal team also responded to the dismissal of the case, echoing similar sentiments to those of Jay-Z's attorneys. Diddy's lawyer emphasized that the case was without merit and that the allegations against him were completely false. The lawyer further stated that the lawsuit had been sensationalized and built on falsehoods, not facts. According to Diddy's attorney, the legal battle had been an attempt to capitalize on the public's appetite for scandal, with no regard for the truth. Diddy's legal team also made it clear that they were not intimidated by the media circus surrounding the case and would continue to fight any baseless claims brought against their client. The statement from Diddy's legal team concluded by reaffirming the rapper's innocence, declaring that he had never committed any crimes related to sexual assault or trafficking, and asserting that the lawsuit was yet another example of how lawsuits can be manipulated to serve personal agendas. Diddy's lawyers were confident that this case would eventually collapse, as there was no substance to the allegations. One of the key questions raised by the dismissal of this case is whether it will have any impact on the other lawsuits Tony Busby is currently handling against Diddy. As of now, Busby is representing over 100 alleged victims who have filed lawsuits against Diddy for various forms of assault and misconduct. Many of these victims have chosen to remain anonymous, and their lawsuits are currently in progress. It is unclear how the dismissal of the Jane Doe case will affect these ongoing legal battles. Legal experts have weighed in on the matter, suggesting that the voluntary dismissal with prejudice of this particular lawsuit may signal trouble for the other cases Busby is pursuing. Since this lawsuit was the first to be dismissed in this manner, it raises questions about the strength of the other claims Busby is representing. If other lawsuits are built on similarly weak or unfounded allegations, they could also face dismissal in the future. While this case may have come to a conclusion, it is far from the only legal issue Diddy is currently facing. The rapper is still embroiled in a separate federal case, with charges related to racketeering and trafficking. Diddy's trial is set to begin in May of this year, and it is likely to be a highly publicized event. In addition to his federal case, Diddy is also involved in a lawsuit against NBC Universal and Peacock, the streaming service, for defamation related to a documentary about his life. The documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, aired on Peacock in January 2025 and allegedly included defamatory claims about Diddy's involvement in the deaths of people in his inner circle, including his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter. Porter, who passed away in 2018, was the mother of Diddy's children. The documentary reportedly implied that Diddy was responsible for her death, despite the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office ruling that her death was from natural causes, specifically pneumonia. Diddy's lawsuit against NBC Universal seeks $100 million in damages, arguing that the documentary was reckless and malicious, with no factual evidence to support the claims made. Diddy's legal team argues that the documentary is part of a larger pattern of false narratives aimed at defaming the rapper and tarnishing his reputation. The lawsuit is still ongoing, and it remains to be seen how it will unfold in the coming months. In the end, the dismissal of the lawsuit filed against Jay-Z and Diddy is a significant moment in the ongoing legal battles involving these two music moguls. While the case has been resolved, Diddy still faces other legal challenges, including the upcoming federal trial and his defamation lawsuit against NBC Universal. Jay-Z, on the other hand, has emerged victorious in this particular case, clearing his name and proving that he would not back down from false allegations. As this legal drama continues to unfold, it serves as a reminder of the power of the media and the legal system in shaping public perceptions. It also raises important questions about the responsibilities of lawyers, celebrities, and the public in handling sensitive legal matters. With more lawsuits likely to come, it will be interesting to see how the situation develops and what the ultimate outcome will be for both Jay-Z and Diddy. For now, though, they can take solace in the fact that this particular case has come to an end, and they have been exonerated in the court of law.